Last night, the NBA felt like a movie. The Knicks and the Celtics clashed in a Game 4 that had the entire arena holding its breath. And out west, the Wolves came out hungry in a statement game in San Francisco. And just when you thought that the drama was over, the draft lottery happened. A team that wasn't supposed to be anywhere near the top pulled off the impossible. But we gotta start in MSG, where the Celtics, powered by the scorching hot duo of Tatum and White, jumped to a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Karl Anthony Towns, one-on-one coverage. White, quick release again, knocks down another. Derrick White, red hot to start. Tatum, nice fake, kicks it out in the corner. White tries again. White hits again. Derrick White, 4 for 4 from three-point range. Tatum way outside. Got it again. Tatum from way downtown. His second three-pointer. Tatum, step back, long three-pointer. Punch it in. Jayson Tatum lighting up the garden.
Jayson and Derrick were shooting unconscious from deep, 7 of 9 for 29 points combined, outscoring the entire Knicks team by themselves. And although they cooled off a bit in the second period, they maintained the 11-point lead all throughout halftime by holding Brunson without a bucket for the entire quarter. My anxiety started to grow even more when out of the break, Tatum and White came out firing once again.
Tatum finds some space, gets an opening and hits another three. His fifth three-pointer. Tatum comes up with a steal. Tatum kicks it back out. White, plenty of time, sets, fires, and rattles in another three.
So down by 14, Knicks fans are praying that this won't turn into a deja vu from Game 3, when Jaylen must have heard all the desperate calls and decided to take matters into his own hands.
8 on the 24, they leave Brunson, lines it up and knocks down a three. Brunson has not had many clean looks like that. Brunson drives past Horford, gets inside, leans in, bangs it in.
Brunson with 2 consecutive makes and a 3-point foul drawn brings New York back to 7 in just 1 minute of action. But Tatum was trying to prove something in this game, so he punched the lead back up to 10.
Back out stolen by Tatum. Tatum ahead of the pack goes in and throws it down.
Back and forth we go as Jaylen sneaks his way inside for the tough layup in traffic. It was Jaylen vs. Jayson showdown in the third quarter.
Tatum leans in, difficult shot, gets it to go. Tatum, 27 points. Jalen Brunson, fake, fire, connects. Another three-pointer for Brunson. He's got 12 points already in the period. Off the dribble, gets in the paint, stops falling away, puts it up, puts it in. Tatum dominating here in Game 4. The lead back up to 7. Rebound Brunson. Back up, bang shot is good. Brunson and Tatum throwing haymakers at each other.
Both guys were spectacular in this game, and while Tatum stopped there, the hometown hero was still clicking on all cylinders.
Oh, good defense from White, but Brunson still looking, falling away, puts it up. That's good. Jalen Brunson does it again. It's a 2-point game. Drives into the paint, pulls back, looks up at the shot clock. He's got to get it off. Falling away, puts it up, puts it in. A Brunson barrage here in the third quarter. The game is tied.
Brunson was on fuego, scoring 18 of his 39 points in the third period to tie the game for the Knicks. Finally realizing where the danger comes from, the Celtics surround him with 3 guys here. So Jaylen finds OG in the corner, who has all time in the world for the splash. And with Jayson being unable to respond on the other end, Josh Hart turns on the Jets to set the final score going into the fourth.
Hart in the front court. Hart the drive, gets to the rims, bang shot is good.
Look at the Knicks legends, Stark, Spree, Amari, Marbury all going ludicrous on the sidelines. With all the momentum on their side, the Knicks kept their foot on the gas pedal at the start of the final period as well.
Then he went to the final 4. These moments he's used to.
Bridges falling away. Mikal Bridges with some big buckets. Bridges drives on Horford, looks inside, brings it back out. Finds Towns, guarded by White. Towns spins, flips it up and in.
And while the rest of the Knicks relieved the pressure off of Brunson's shoulder a bit, on the other side, Tatum was a one-man wrecking crew, keeping Boston intact all by himself.
Tatum gets in the paint, flips it up, shot is good. Oh, what a shot from Jayson Tatum. And the Knicks have gotten a few. Tatum steps back, three-pointer. That's good. Jayson Tatum, his 6th three-pointer. Tatum. One side dribble and hits another three. 39 points for Jayson Tatum, his 7th three-pointer. Tatum drives, gets inside. Anunoby all over him. Tatum sneaks underneath. Count it, and a foul. Chance for a 3-point play.
Jayson was phenomenal in this game, getting to 42 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 steals on 61% efficiency till that point. However, Brunson, along with Anunoby and Bridges, would soon erase all that effort because
Anunoby a 3-pointer. Puts it in! OG Anunoby with his fourth three-pointer. Brunson against White. Hesitation, flips it up with the left hand. Bang shot's good. 33 for Jalen Brunson. Brunson drives, gets past Horford, stops, pulls up, two-pointer, got it. 5-point lead for the Knicks with under 4 to play. Pass in the corner. Bridges off the bounce, has to get it off, puts it up. It's good. Mikal Bridges knocks it down.
Mikal beats the shot clock and sends the entire arena into a delirium. A big 9-2 swing in the clutch gave the Knicks a 7-point lead, their biggest of the game. This forced Mazzulla to call a timeout, but little did he know that what would happen next would probably decide the whole series.
Jaylen Brown back in, lost the ball. Anunoby all by himself throws it down. And Tatum is hurt. Tatum is down. He wants a timeout. Tatum in so much pain.
OG comes up with the steal and the slam in the open court for the utmost joy for the crowd. On the contrary, the world stopped for Celtics fans when they saw their superstar wincing on the court. Tatum was in obvious pain, holding his Achilles and bumping his head on the hardwood. Damn, what a night it was for Jayson, and to end it like this, it's devastating. You see him trying to hide the tears by covering his face in the hallway. I just hope he recovers fast. And this seemed to be the final blow to Boston's face, as they couldn't put themselves together afterwards. New York used that to finish the game off in style.
Brunson looking, step back, three-pointer. It's good! Rattled around and dropped through. Anunoby gets inside and lays it up and in. It's back to a dozen with a minute and a half remaining. Towns finishing touches.
Who would have thought that my Knicks are going to go up 3-1 against the defending champs? Unbelievable. And I don't want to look too far ahead, but we would have a home court advantage against the Pacers in the next round. Let's go. The craziest thing is, after the game, the people of New York went absolutely wild and they shut down the city streets celebrating the win.
Go New York, go New York, go! Go New York, go New York, go!
Moving on to San Francisco, where the Warriors were hoping to extend the series in order to get Steph Curry back into the lineup, hopefully for Game 6. And out of all people, Jonathan Kuminga emerged from the bench and made things interesting in the first half.
This long and athletic defensively, you need Kuminga because he can do things like that.
And you saw Steve Kerr egging on Jonathan Kuminga to get into the front court and run. And that's why Kuminga backs away and around and down. It took a while, but eventually fell. 5 quick points for the Warriors. Kuminga. Bodies hit the floor. Kuminga gets to the basket and scores.
Kuminga with 16 points took the scoring load for the Dubs. On the other side, Julius Randle was hotter than a pistol shooting the ball.
Gonna back down Draymond Green. Now falls away. It's good. Julius Randle with 7 early points. Randle got enough airspace to can a three-pointer. Randle with a jab step. Fires. Gets a three. Julius Randle 3 for 3 from behind the arc. Randle gathers, launches, and scores with 1 on the shot clock.
Randle couldn't miss at the start, getting to 19 points in less than 14 minutes of action on 70% from the field. He's having the best postseason in his career by far. And the Ant-Man joined the party right before halftime with 2 straight bombs from downtown.
Edwards dribbles, fades, fires for 3, swish.
5 seconds to go. Kuminga 16 points, 8 of 8 at the line. 2 seconds left. Edwards, long 3. And Anthony Edwards beats the buzzer with a triple. He had 2 defenders on him from about 30 feet away and still put it in the bottom of the net.
Woo! You could see that Edwards was hyped after this one, so he continued doing real damage in the third quarter as well.
Kept alive though by Gobert and Conley. Edwards got the 3. Minnesota looking to retake the lead. Great move by Edwards. Knifing through the lane, goes to the left hand. Just an absolutely gorgeous shot by Anthony Edwards, and a timeout on the floor.
With the Wolves up and coming, the Warriors desperately needed Butler, who was pretty quiet all night, to step up and return the blow.
Butler hasn't scored or even taken a shot since the midway point of the second quarter. But he scores there.
Jimmy tied the game with his 9th point on just 6 tries from the floor, but what followed caught him and everyone else in the building completely off guard.
Edwards step through, foul, and puts it in with the left hand. Anthony Edwards is equally deadly, maybe even more so on the drive. And Gobert stood his ground, didn't foul him. Numbers for the Wolves. Randle takes to the corner, Conley. And Mike Conley's three pushes the lead to 6. Again, excellent defense from Rudy Gobert, the 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Edwards tries another three. Edwards switches that one home. Rips the net on a triple. Missing. Rebound McDaniels. Ball in the hands of Edwards again. Edwards for three. Of course! Anthony Edwards can't miss. But really nobody has for the Warriors. Shot clock down to 4. Great defense. Edwards pokes it away. Randall and Edwards have combined for 50 points. DiVincenzo got another three, the 16th of the game. Here's Edwards. Stops at the free throw line and scores again.
Oh my goodness, fueled by Ant, Minnesota goes on a monster 17-0 run to shut the lights off for Golden State. 16 of his 30 points came in the period as he was getting everywhere he wanted with ease. The Wolves carried on to a 20-point lead heading into the final stage. Butler was nowhere to be found when they needed him the most. A game worst plus-minus of -30 for Jimmy in this game when he was expected to turn from Robin to Batman. Coach Finch even had the time to rest Edwards in the final period as Minnesota came into the Bay Area and took both games in a dominant fashion. The Ant-Randall duo is looking scary right now, leading their team to a commanding 3-1 lead on their way to the Western Conference Finals by all indicators. And here's a staggering fact for you NBA nerds. The team that eliminated Jimmy Butler in the playoffs went on to win the championship in 5 of the last 6 years. That's shocking. What's more shocking is the fact that the Mavericks won the lottery and will have the rights to select Cooper Flagg with the first pick in the NBA draft next month. I guess the universe works in mysterious ways. So here's Nico and the Mavs front office when they heard the big news. After a tumultuous season and being accused of being the absolute worst GM of the century, Nico Harrison could easily end up looking like the Grandmaster at the end of next season. Who knows, maybe a package of AD plus Cooper Flagg can get him the Greek Freak now that he's available for negotiations. It's gonna be a wild summer, I know that for sure. The NBA never stops to amaze us, and just last night, man, I still can't believe what went down in Game 4 between the Thunder and the Nuggets. And don't even get me started on Cavs vs Pacers. Both games took wild turns you wouldn't expect, and I've got it all right here in this video. So check it out and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.